Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Buccaneers Daily. My name is Jackson. I post daily Bucs content, so hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed this video. So, good news, last week, Chris Godwin returns, took practice for the first time since his torn ACL this past season in Week 15. Now, here's the good news, alright? And to be honest with you, there has been actually a lot of hope, a lot of promise that Chris Godwin will return in the first couple of weeks of the season. And the Buccaneers kind of back this news up, or back this belief up by not placing him on the physically unable to perform list at the beginning of camp a couple of weeks ago, which means they believe he's going to be able to take the field at some point early on in the season. Now, my guess and honestly my hope is that Chris Godwin does not come back for week one because, as we kind of saw, and I forget who commented, appreciate all you guys commenting and engaging with these videos, but the Bucs have had a bunch of just like kind of minuscule injuries pop up in recent days, or most specifically last week. And one of you guys was like, that's Florida Heat and the beginning of camp for you. And so we saw that with Mike Evans getting a little bit not injured, or not hurt, but I guess injured. Is it? I always get hurt, the joke of hurt and injured mixed up. But the good news is the Mike Evans injury is not serious in any way, shape, or form. But I'm taking the same approach as I am with Mike Evans as I am with Chris Godwin, even though a torn ACL and like a pulling your hammy are completely different things. This is why you went out and you got Russell Gage. This is why you have Tom Brady. This is why you got Kyle Rudolph. This is why you have Cameron Brate. This is why you have guys like Johnson and, even Julio. This is why you have the depth that you have, right? Utilize the depth you have. And I have no worries, and I actually have no concerns with the Buccaneers as far as rushing Chris Godwin back. So, if he's able to go week one, that's awesome, but I only want Chris Godwin, I know this kind of goes without saying, to play in the first week of the season if he is 100% healthy. 100% healthy. This past season, he got a 3-year, $60 million extension after having a career-high 98 receptions for I always get this confused. Essentially 1,100 yards, 1,103 yards, and 5 touchdowns. He had an 81.3 PFF grade. So Chris Godwin is an integral part of this offense. I think Mike Evans is, phenomenal. Obviously, wide receiver 1, but Chris Godwin complements him perfectly, like a nice wine and cheese. And then you have brand new addition in Russell Gage, which if you guys have been subscribed to my channel for this summer, you know my thoughts on Russell Gage. I talk about this on my personal football channel, which is linked down below if you guys want to check that out. But I genuinely think by the end of the season, especially offensively speaking, I fully believe Russell Gage will be one of like a top 5 underrated low-key signings of the entire offseason. Like, he is legit. And if you even go back to his time with the Falcons, he was, Ridley dealing with injuries, Julio dealing with injuries. Russell Gage was always kind of fill-in wide receiver, not always, but he filled in for wide receiver 1 a lot of the time. And, no disrespect to Russell Gage, but coming right out of college into the league, that wasn't really the role that was anticipated and expected of him. So Russell Gage, with having Mike Evans, Cameron Brate, having Fournette, having did I say Brate? No. Evans, Godwin, Fournette, Brate, Rudolph, having Julio, having all these guys, Russell Gage is going to just have a monster season. But the first step of that is getting Chris Godwin and everybody else at the wide receiver on the team in general healthy. So that is the number one thing, and it seems like every one of you guys, or most of you guys, agree with just stay healthy, just stay healthy, just stay healthy, because especially if TB12 and your offense is healthy, most of your defense, you have a phenomenal shot at winning it all just because you have a phenomenal roster and you have TB12. So that's it for today. Hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily Buccaneers content, and I will see you guys later. Peace.